I ain't giving you motherfuckers anymore. Hey, Doom's watching. Let's clip this. Go fuck yourself, Doom. Go fuck yourself.
Well, not everybody, but, well, I wasn't going to do a show. I just got back from Sarasota. I had a second date with the girl I was with last time. Skull! But they didn't go that well. She was a little bigger than I thought, like in the butt. Not bad, not like, I mean, it's still okay, but little bigger than for my normal taste, for my normal liking. Hold on. Just had to send my guest the link. So yeah, it wasn't exactly wasn't to my liking, but anyway, that's not the issue. The issue was we're at the movies, went to see the Bruce Springsteen movie, Deliver Us from Nowhere, which was not that great. Give it 2 stars, 2.5 maybe. It was I'm not, this is not spoiler alert, but it's not a spoiler. Like, how Bohemian Rhapsody starts from the beginning, like the beginning of Freddie? This starts like after fucking Hungry Heart already came out. It's like, I like to watch the whole progression, the whole beginning and everything. It's kind of a downer too. It wasn't exactly an uplifting film. But anyway, so I succumbed to advice from Dick. Vegas Beer Sales. Jerry and I were kind of like on the fence about it when Sheeterson asked me to do his documentary. And he said, it's going to be a redemption arc for you. No, it wasn't. It was a total and utter hatchet piece. And it's sad because I actually, talked to the guy. Didn't seem like a bad guy. I thought we were going to have some fun, which we did in the beginning. But this is the most important part of the information I'm going to tell you. And I'll probably have to say it again tomorrow because because people probably aren't watching right now. But I couldn't hear him. So I had to have my phone. On speaker next to my computer to fucking see if I could hear him. And so since you couldn't hear him, I was like, I could only hear him from my phone. Now, of course, he later on blames me, like somehow it's my Zoom that's fucked up. I'm like, dude, I just did a stream with Steven Grillo. I could hear him fine. I can't hear you. In my opinion, it was on his end because I could see his microphone going up. So the computer was reading it, but my speaker wasn't. I couldn't hear it. And I had just heard Steve minutes before. So anyway, so I couldn't hear him at all except for on the phone. And he starts interviewing me, and it's all just, ridiculous. All pointed questions, to somehow make the shitware and Lady K seem righteous. They didn't know wrong. Only I did something wrong, according to Sheet Sheeterson. And we got into that. And that's, I said my piece, which is an accurate assessment of the situation. But then at the end, this is again how the shitware fails. This is the rake stepper known as the shitware. So Sheet Sheeterson says to me, well, I have 3 video questions, but now I'm late. I warned him. I said, listen, how long is it going to be? Because I have a date tonight. The movie was at 7:30 in Sarasota. And so before he gets to the video questions, I say, I go, look, and I showed him my phone. I go, it says I'm not going to get there till 7:26. So I got to he goes, all right, I'll just do one of the video questions. Because I didn't even have this shirt on yet. I had a gray shirt on because I had sweated through that one when I had Steve on this afternoon. And I had to put some cologne on, and I had to find my keys. It was like a whole thing. So his video question is, the shitware turns up on the Zoom wearing a Gulf of America t-shirt, like I give a frog's fat ass. Like that's somehow gonna make me angry. Like I can really give a shit. But the best part is I couldn't hear the shitware. I could not hear him, just like I couldn't hear Sheet Sheeterson. So I can't hear either one of them. Sheet Sheeterson saying, he's asking you who sent you the picture of his kids. I'm like, I don't know. And it's like, I don't know the guy's name. Anyway, shitware said on his show he has a whole portfolio of pictures of my kids. But Sheet Sheeterson only cares about this one picture that I immediately deleted and I never showed. And it's so yet shitware says he has a whole portfolio. Now let me ask, did Sheet Sheeterson ask him about that? Probably not. And then finally, Sheet Sheeterson's like, so then after I get, everything together, I get, on the road. And I just say, all right, I was all over the place because I was really going crazy trying to get to the date on time. Because this girl hasn't even given me her number. It's one of those Tinder dates that they're all afraid. They're like, they don't. Anyway, so, and then, of course, at the end of the date, her car didn't start. I had to jump start her car, and I didn't even know where my battery was in the Mercedes. I had to fucking look at a fucking tutorial on YouTube. But so I am then, and I'm going to go through with Vegas Beer Sells Jerry a lot of the questioning and how ridiculous it is. Like, how it's always there, the victim, it's amazing. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I didn't even know who Lady K was. Lady K started attacking me when I was with Royce. We had no idea who he was. But anyway, so getting back, he goes, well, who sent you the picture of Shitware's kids? I go, I don't know. And he goes, well, I could tell you're lying. Like suddenly he's a lie detector. And I'm like, well, no. He goes, but you said you did know. And on your show, I go, yeah. I go, is Tom Hanks Forrest Gump? And he goes, oh, you're comparing yourself to Tom Hanks? I go, no, I do a show. Oh, so you're a liar. I go, no, I do a show. Truth is, I don't know the guy's name. So I finally said, look, I don't know his name. You're asking me who it was. I don't know. It's a name that might be known to the Dabbleverse, like as a Dabbleverse name. I said, it's not Vegas Beer Sells Jerry. It's not Dicka. It's not Vince, and it's not Dirty Deeds. But I said, it's a name that you might, that might have been out there, and I'm and I'm not. It's not Doom or anything, but I'm just saying it could be any of those names, you know. But I wasn't really lying. I don't know the guy's real name, so I just know like the nickname, whatever. But anyway, so that was that. But does she doesn't ask Shitware about the portfolio he has on my kids? No, no. And then, he goes, well, what? Oh, so you had the Shitware here to ask me? I don't. He goes, well, it's the same thing you did to him in the hotel room. And I'm like, okay. Well, let me ask you a question, Sheet. I said, when I interviewed Shitware in the hotel room, was there any animosity between us at that point? No. The only reason I interviewed the Shitware was because he was the closest one to the elevator.
Hit the follow button, hit the like button.
But yeah, that's what happens when the Clippers want to become story writers.
You're talking about psychotic obsession. Doom started honing in on me lately and going after me and all this shit.
Yeah, but he's looking for content.
How much do you think Pat Dixon paid Doom to do what Doom's been doing? Because I think that happened.
Doom trying to expose me. Hey, Doom, why don't you suck a cock, you stupid fucking bitch?
Doom is threatening him left and right.
That is wrong, Doom. You should be shamed. Nothing but shame. That's how I feel. Should I turn you into block? Should I block your fucking ass? Doom, I'm going to get rid of you, and you're going to jerk off over it. Bye-bye. Dumb twat. Doom. Sick of you.
Doom, you're gone again. That's it. I'm so sick of you anyway.